Boom. Hey! Kathy Murphy! Synth fan, and yes, you are right, it is game night indeed. Lee Saunders, Tina G, your boy Ken, Susie Brizuela, Catlini, Fox Hill Dreams, Punxsutawney Mo, Victorina, Matt Meehan, Lucy, Watcher Soko, Scribble My Dibbles is early today. Jamie from Wisconsin, Solid Blue Sister, Pandora, Deborah Baldini, Kathleen Cross, Julianne Goutier, Sarah B. And me, BDD, Sherry, Lisa Hathaway, Bernadette, RJ, Samantha Hawkins, Debbie Neiman, Mem Gets, Johnny's 2 cents, Karen Birdie from Newton Falls, Ohio, Queen of the South, Wojo Mom, Alaska Cindy, Patricia Haverkamp, Costa B, Sarah B, Sandra from Paramount, California, Petty Deb, Gavin Rutherford, Valerie G, Fox Hill Dreams, Talise, Chrissy, Lee Saunders. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is a story time. Yes, gling, gling. Yes, this is a story a time. I see the Trump Reaper and Patricia Pues managed to slip in the door, as well as Ms. Nick and Jen Murphy. Don't worry, we won't hold it against you that you came late. You came. Happy, what day is today? Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday to you all. Gling, gling. We got some stuff to do today, including a fan favorite, which is the, what do we call that? The TV show theme song game, whatever we're calling that thing. So we're going to do a quick little roundup of what's on tap in what I like to call stories of the day. Stories of the day. President Biden reveals new CDC guidelines for wearing masks. Summer's coming just in time for a gas shortage. This is where I would have had the record scratch. What is wokeness? We're going to check our privilege and dive on in. Yes, indeed, it is game night, and that means it's time to guess what TV show theme song Brooklyn Dad is humming and or singing. Last but not least, once again, this raggedy bish is today's You Raggedy Bish. Seriously, guys, I don't like having him featured on the show, but when he is being raggedy, I have to expose his raggedy bishness. That's what I do. So, somebody commented on my outfit. This is literally, I cannot dress for this weather anymore. I mean, this morning it was like 40 degrees, so I was wearing a sweater. this what do you call this? Thermal undershirt. This is a thermal undershirt. It's quite warm. But now it's like 60, I don't know, 65 degrees. Let me turn off this heat because now I'm cooking. But tomorrow is a special day. Tomorrow's going to be 85 degrees. And it just so happens that tomorrow is Brooklyn Dad's birthday. Woohoo! Not today. Mañana. Hold your applause. Yeah. Tomorrow I turn, God willing, should I be blessed enough to wake up, tomorrow I will turn the big 5'3", 53 years old. My name is Sally O'Malley. I can kick and stretch and kick. I'm 53 years old. No, not yet. Tomorrow. All right. But I also have some very good news for the fam here. Our friend Death Metal Viking has made an incredible recovery. He's still recovering, but it looks like our buddy DMV is on his way home today. If he's not already there, I saw a tweet. His wife was waiting at the hospital to take him home. Here he is.
Back to breathing on my own, which is really good. Don't really need to be on antibiotics anymore. Still got a little bit of a recovery, but just, taking it one day at a time.
Look at that beard.
Just really appreciate everybody being here with me through this really, really nightmarish journey. And just really still encouraging people. Just, wear your mask. Wash your hands. Stay safe, guys, because you don't want to be poked and prodded all night long just for something like this. All right. Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Love you too. I got to say, this, I told you guys before, this felt very personal to me. This was somebody, like, I heard horror stories about people going into the hospital completely separated from their families. Their families couldn't say goodbye to them properly. You know what I mean? Oi, and this was somebody that I've interacted with on a regular basis on the Twitter. And, I am so happy that DMV appears to be on his way to a full recovery. He's looking good. He's sounding good. He sounded like he was still a little bit out of breath, even though he's just sitting there. It's still some labor, but he's breathing on his own. So that's also a valuable reminder to the rest of us. Don't sleep on this COVID thing. Everybody out there, yeah, that beard is well groomed. Yeah. Everybody out there we're all, I assume, based on my end of the show thing, wear your mask, wear your gloves, all that, I assume we're all doing the right thing as probably he was, but he still got it. So, stay on your toes. And we're going to talk a little bit later about some of those new CDC guidelines that came out today regarding whether or not you should wear a mask, how long and what situations you can and cannot, blah, blah, blah. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the quick hits. Both the left and the right hit that Samama Bish. Samama Bish. You fargin bastages. Quick hits. All right, so as I mentioned in the in the summary, in the stories of the day, gas shortage. I can't even remember. Oh, actually, no, I can remember the last time there was a gas shortage. It was during Hurricane or Superstorm Sandy. Yeah, there were gas stations that were just out of gas. So why is the gas supply trying to act like last year's toilet paper supply? Why? What's happening? So it's summer, big deal. We didn't have gas shortages in the summer before. Oh, because we had a pandemic. And as a result of that pandemic, people were traveling less. It were a lot less. A lot less. So much less than, as you know, all of the truck drivers who were driving these fuel tankers, they had to take off. There was nothing for them to haul. And some of the dispatchers, they tried to keep them busy, try to have them do pickups and, delivering Amazon stuff, whatever, just to keep them busy. But eventually they couldn't do it. And so as a result, it's not even the supply that we're concernicus about. The supply is, excuse me, the supply is fine. It's the issue of the drivers. The only way that the supply will be an issue is if there's some kind of storm down in the Gulf, on the Gulf Coast, and gas, and oil and shit can't get in. But it is the drivers, and you can't just have anybody driving these rigs, these big tankers. They have to be certified, specially certified, not just the commercial shit. So keep your fingers crossed that they are able to ramp up their drivers, because otherwise there will be a run on the gas stations, and everybody's going to be topping off the way. As soon as we heard that toilet paper was running short, we were like, uh-oh. And that's, it was like that whole crowd mentality that fed the toilet paper shortage, whatever. So keep your eyes posted, eyes and ears. So, this lady here, everybody know who this is? This is the Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney has come under fire mostly from the right recently. In recent months, she's come under fire. Why? Because she is one of the very few Republicans who had the cojones to step forward, to step up and be counted. Now, I don't love any Republicans, and I certainly don't love any Cheneys, right? But I'll give props where props are due, huh? It's not easy. You know how cultish they are on the right. The Republicans, if you don't worship at the altar of Trump, you're done. And she doesn't worship at that altar. No. In fact, she was one of the few people who voted to convict Trump. And to go even further now, she's saying that she believes that there's a whole shitload of Republicans that don't even merit consideration for 2024. She doesn't believe they even should have a future in the Republican Party. So they have her back up against the wall. And she's like, bitches, I got something fire for you too. They even went all the way to Wyoming. This Jack Buckethead, Matt Gaetz, went to Wyoming to campaign against her, which it kind of made no sense at all. Dude, you live in Florida and you're a sex trafficker. Why are you campaigning against anybody? You should be getting yourself a lawyer. You should be resigning. Yeah, but that's what decent people do. Decent people don't sex traffic. So anyway, I like Liz Cheney's chances at surviving this round of Republican infighting. I love it. I love to watch. Let them fight. I love to see it. What I don't love to see are jackasses like this grown man here by the name of Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson was formerly employed. He was the CEO of a company known as Visuel. Visuel is a one of those telehealth companies. And this guy found himself at a children's prom. When I say children's, it was a what do you call it? It was high school prom. And you know, the kids had a tough enough time last year as it was without having some jackass crash the prom and start harassing gay attendees. So that shit did not work out well for him. I'm going to show you, in case you haven't seen the clip that's been making the rounds on the internet. Here it is.
I chose what I want to wear, so you can fuck off. Okay? Okay.
Is that right?
Think he looks gross? Looks disgusting? Yeah?
Yeah. I look like what?
What
Fuck off!
What
you
does he
fucking
look
bitch.
like?
You look like an idiot.
Get the fuck away from me!
What does he look like?
Please stop.
Do not let
No,
your hands
sir.
on me. Fuck
No,
off.
sir. I can
Get-
fucking record you all I
Get the fuck
want.
away.
Keep
Took a
talking.
swipe at him.
Please.
Say
Look like a
something.
moron.
Get away.
Please.
Stop, stop, please.
It's just prom.
This is a special night.
It's kids. It's a bunch of kids. Come
It's
on, dude.
kids, a bunch of kids.
Please. Stop.
Look at that jackass.
I'm sorry. I'm gorgeous.
How are you?
Yes.
Yep.
Just gorgeous.
That smug smile.
He's the one that's following us. We moved. We moved.
He was following them. That's just disgusting, dude. You know, so anyway, the outlash, the outrage was swift and it was fierce. They are the two teens that were being accosted there at the prom, and one of them decided to wear a dress, which is his prerogative, you know. And that guy, what was he even doing there? Did he have a child there? No, he was just being a dick, you know. So anyway, the company that employed, yeah, that is a great dress. Actually, if I was gonna wear a dress, that would be it. Definitely. He's got the leg out. You know, my legs are hairless. He got no hair on these legs. That's the Indonesian blood in me. So yeah, Visuel has terminated his employment. So he's not only not the CEO there anymore, he is not employed by Visuel. One day, it took one day for them to can his ass. And that's just goes to show you guys that pressure works. When we hit that little retweet button, we are part of that wave. We are part of it. And that actually ties into one of the topics I have queued up for you guys on wokeness. Wokeness can be a very powerful tool. It can also be a weapon. And we're going to talk about the difference between the two. Oh, Jamie says, you about to lose your job because you are being a jackass. You're being a jackass about nothing. All right, let's see. I got 2 elbow points. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is now. It is that time of the show for the timeline, a cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Wait. Timeline cleanse. Doom, ba-doom, doom. All right, first up, you know, I love having cats on the show now. I am now cat centric now that we have cats. By the way, we did get a fun new tube for the cats. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos that I've posted. I've posted some videos showing the cats in this little fun little vinyl tube. They destroyed that shit. They just, with their nails, they destroyed it. So we got a new tube, and it looks like a unicorn, and it's hilarious. I'll post some picture or video of it later. But for now, we're going to just peek in on these sleepy cats here. Just for the adorableness. Look at the little tiny foot. So cute. I'm just stretching. Oh, so cute. I gonna fall. Bloop. just kittens. That's it. Wait, one kitten and one humongous cat. That cat is like the size of a dog. It- yeah, just you're so sleepy. You're just gonna plop, bloop, plop. Okay. Next up, some of you guys may recall a little while back I showed you a clip of a dog getting their nails cut. Now, that shit actually freaks me out. I don't like it. I know it's necessary to do when their nails get too long, it's not good, so you got to trim them. But it's sensitive. If you trim that shit too short, it bleeds and don't like it. Um, but this dog here, I'm calling this Drama Dog Part 2. Just listen to the sounds he makes.
It's okay, Pug. We have like 1.5 more to go. I know it's hard. Okay? Pug!
She didn't even do it yet.
It's okay. Pug. Pug.
Don't want it.
Chill. Okay?
No! All right, I'm only showing that one time because I can't watch that too many times. But just thought it was funny. That sound like a tiny human screaming. It's just funny. Okay, it is dog trauma. Scribble my dibbles. All right, next up, there's a saying that goes, "If at first you don't succeed, try again." That's the whole concept behind perseverance. And this next clip, this young man is showing you how it's done. Oof, 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 oof. That's 4 oofs, 5 oofs. He's not giving up. Almost. Oof, 6 oofs. Wait for it. Oh, wait. No. Here we go. Look at the smile on his face. Look at that little smile. He did it. That little guy did it. Give me a high five. Yeah. Perseverance. Yeah, look. Boom. Boom. He just didn't give up. Kids are so resilient. And determined, too, huh? Oi, he wants that. He wants to do that. How old is this kid? He's like, what, 4, maybe? Tops. He's not older than 4. He did it. He's a good little guy. He's so happy. I love it so much. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is Timeline Cleanse for you guys because I love you. All right, let's do this roll call. Show me where you're coming from. Show me where you are at. Show me now. I need to see now where you are at. Please. Please. Please to do it. Hey, we got Pandora from Boston and Cindy from Lakewood, Washington, Kathleen from Michigan, Petty Deb from Arizona, Patricia, that's Patty Duke for life from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Fox Hill Dreams from Aiken, South Kakalaki, Sint Van from Florida, Samantha Hawkins, Samantha from the Bronx, Tina G in Albuquerque, Chrissy from Connecticut. Kathy Murphy is still stuck in CT. Jenna from Richmond, Virginia. Cha-Cha in Seattle. Valerie in Staten Island. Misha in Long Beach, California. Happy Hippie in Arizona. Sudie Q from Centennial, Colorado. Yes, Colorado. Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio. There she is. Deborah Baldini, a.k.a. Wildflower from Woodstock, New York. Jeffiner from Wisconsin Rapids. Kat North from South Kakalaki. Shel Teresa from Raleigh, North Kakalaki. Your boy Ken from Houston. Janet from CT. Marty from Calgary. C from Kansas City. Wojo Mom is here with Bella from Greece, New York. Michelle Manziano from Vienna. From Vienna. Whoa. We got international peeps again. Kathleen Cross from Boothwyn, Pennsylvania. Lee from Leeds, UK. Hiya, everyone. Gavin Rutherford is still cold in Scotland. Mel from Stamford, CT. Nurse Mitch from Glen Burnie, Maryland. Monique from the DMV. Hello from Lisa Hathaway in Cleveland, Ohio. Stephanie L. from Fully Modernized in Spring Hill, Florida. Julian Gauthier from the Central Coast of California. Sarah B. in Temple, Texas. Watcher Soko is having a great day in Orange County, California. Mike Henry from Hilton Head, South Kakalaki. Jamie from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Anna Alvarez still in Claremont, Florida. Gina from New Jersey. Bernadette in Phoenix, Arizona. Sheila in Vancouver, Washington. Johnny's 2 cents. Crackema, Washington. Crackema. I love it. Crackema. That's great. Palm Spring of Washington, so they say. Liz Krill from Montville, New Jersey. We got some new viewers here tonight, guys. Patty from Gainesville, Texas. Lucy from Orange County, California. Creek Walker from Alabama, currently. M. Ward is in Margate eating dinner. That's nice. Let's see. BDD, you should reverse it. You tell us, test your memory. No, that's okay. Baroness Fahrenheit from sunny, beautiful DMV. Paula Freitas from Madeira Island, Portugal. She from tropical 85-degree Chicago. Tina G from Albuquerque says that Matthew from Albuquerque, which is her son, says, hey, BDD, he's at work. That's it. That's great. Samantha B. is recovering from pneumonia in Northeast PA. Whoa, I am glad you are recovering. Get well soon. Michelle Manziano from Vienna, Austria. Yes. Sandra in Paramount, California. Star Shumate from Columbus, Ohio. Victorina sending love in Pahrump, Nevada. Punxsutawney Mo in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, still off Twitter even after his dissertation to them. God damn them. Anita Alston in Columbus, Ohio. The Trump Reaper is from miserable, smoggy Long Beach, California. Sally Rose in Philadelphia. Pasta D in 76-degree Georgia that feels like 86. Ms. Nick from Stafford, Virginia. Tanise from the Bronx. Stella is shaking and soon to be baking in Los Angeles. Jen Murphy in the DMV. Creek Walker in RV Park in Alabama. Misha Oliver reminding us all to please smash that thumbs up button, please. Wilbur, that's our dog lover buddy from Martinez, Georgia. Debbie with Blake and Alexa from Boca Raton. Jamie from Wisconsin is here. RJ is buffering in Florida. Marcus Riley in Cleveland, Ohio. Excuse me. And let's see. Alex from El Paso, Texas. Let's see. Revere from Bemidji, Minnesota. Look at that. Did I pronounce that right? Bemidji, Minnesota. That's a new one. So we got newbies. Alaska Cindy from Earthquakesville, Alaska. Stay away from those earthquakes if you can. Michelle Warmoth in sunny Berlin, CT. Cecile in cloudy Grapevine, Texas. Solid Blue Sister in Southern Cali. Steph KW in San Diego. Holland Boys says Mook from Virginia. Boom, 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 boom. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me in that very fancy roll call. Let's go ahead and jump on into our first topic, which is today. Oh, we got Ellen from Dallas, Texas, is sending her love. Thank you, Ellen. Today, President Biden made a very important announcement, that announcement that we've been waiting for. Me personally, I've been wondering, how the hell long do I have to walk into a Costco wearing my mask? Look, I tell you guys every night, make sure you wear your masks, all that good stuff. And we do. But I'm not excited about it, to be honest with you. I'm looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. So today, President Biden announced that the light at the end of the tunnel is closer than we think. And right at the front of this thing, I just have to share with you this interaction that he had with Peter Alexander, who's a reporter for NBC. And Peter thought that he had like a gotcha question for Joe Biden as to, well, why aren't you wearing a mask now? What kind of message are you trying to send? Here it is.
You chose to wear a mask, sir. You chose to wear a mask. You chose to wear a mask as you walked out here. What message were you sending by wearing a mask outside alone?
By watching me take it off and not put it back on until I get inside.
Boom! Woo! Oh, that was perfect. Don't mess with Joe when he's wearing the aviator glasses. Okay, don't do it because he's looking to torch you. That was fantastic. So, yeah, basically, the guidelines are such that if you are fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear your mask in certain instances. Okay, so to be clear, we still have to wear a mask. And you have, when they say fully vaccinated means, you want me to play that shit again? I'm glad to. Pasta D asked for a replay of that. I'm happy to.
You chose to wear a mask, sir. You chose to wear a mask. You chose to wear a mask as you walked out here. What message were you sending by wearing a mask outside alone?
By watching me take it off and not put it back on until I get inside.
I just love the shit-eating grin on Joe's face, where he's like, "You like that? I got more. You want some more? You don't want none of this smoke." Yeah, no, that's Peter Alexander. He's known. He's a known guy. He's not like a Peter Ducey from Fox News. He's NBC. But damn, man, he walked right into that headlong. Anyway, so I was saying that in order for you to be considered fully vaccinated, it's not just that you got that second shot. It's not like the day you get that shot, that second shot, you are not fully vaccinated. You gotta wait like 3 weeks, I believe, is the guidance on full vaccinations. 3 weeks, and then even after that third week, there are guidelines that you have to abide by. Look, I am 100% sure that somebody's saying, Samantha Hawkins is saying 2 weeks. Synthfan is saying 2 full weeks also. Liz Krill says 3 weeks. Okay, between 2 and 3 weeks, I'm not going to split hairs over this. I'm probably going to wear it 3 weeks just to be safe. Look, we waited a whole year for this moment. I'm not going to rush it. I'm not in a rush. And I'm going to show some pictures to you guys that are going to make you leery. Because keep in mind, even though we are doing the right thing, it doesn't mean everybody's doing the right thing. In fact, chances are, if you live in a red state, and you are surrounded by COVIDiots and mask holes, then the chances are that the people who live around you are definitely not doing the right thing. They're not getting vaccinated, nor are they masking up. So you rolling the dice if you want to, go maskless around them. So, but in any case, today is really, for me, it's good news. It feels like we are getting to the end of this bullshit. The end. It's still a problem, but here's my first screen of the new CDC guidelines on masks. So on the left side of this graphic, you see people in yellow. Yellow means not as safe as you could be. On the right side means you're safe. Okay, so if you want to visit a barber or a hair salon, unvaccinated people, you wear the mask and you're still not fully safe. On the right, you're fully safe. Go to an uncrowded mall or museum. Fully vaccinated people. Now, look at the graphic on the right. You can see it's green, but the icon is still wearing a mask. So it's suggesting that you go to a barber, go to an uncrowded mall or museum, or ride uncrowded public transportation, and small indoor gathering from other households, still got to wear a mask. You dig? Huh? Wear the mask, even if you're fully vaccinated. On the right is fully vaccinated. On the left is unvaccinated peoples. The next one here, outdoors. So unvaccinated people, not as safe as you could be, even if you're wearing a mask. Fully vaccinated people, outdoor dining with people from other households. You see the graphic, there's no mask. So this is huge right there. So many people miss dining outdoors. Me, I could take it or leave it, but whatever. Crowded outdoor events, even where, look on the left, even if you're wearing a mask, crowded outdoor events, not a good move for unvaccinated people. For fully vaccinated people, crowded outdoor events, wear the mask. This is the guidance. Now here, safest outdoor activities, they're saying unvaccinated people, you can walk, run, bike with members of your household. That makes sense. You guys are living in the same house, you're breathing the same air. Okay, you're okay to do that. Small outdoor gathering with fully vaccinated people, unvaccinated and fully vaccinated, you're okay. Last but not least, small outdoor gathering with unvaccinated people. You see on the left, it says unvaccinated, you wear the mask, and then you can gather with other unvaccinated people. Fully vaccinated people, small, read this carefully, small outdoor gathering with unvaccinated people. So, does that mean, 500 people? That's not a small outdoor gathering. 10 people, maybe. 8 people is a small outdoor gathering. Outdoors. So this is exciting for me. It's exciting because it's the next phase in recovery. That first phase for us was all just hunkering down, staying indoors, don't go nowhere, make sure you wash your hands, all that stuff. When you got to go out, wear the mask, blah, blah, blah. The second phase was the vaccine, getting the vaccine. Cha-Cha, I got those graphics on MSNBC. I was watching it this afternoon, and I just took pictures with my phone. So this is very encouraging news. We have done the work. We have done the right thing. And, this picture, tell me how this picture makes you feel. There is one person wearing a mask properly, and then there's another person who's got a mask around the bottom lip, but this doesn't make me feel safe. I don't want that. I, frankly, even 6 months after infected, Cha Cha just reminded me, infected. Yes, yeah, that does not look like a safe gathering. Chin diaper, good one, Marty. Chin diaper, indeed. So I'm not looking forward to a return to this or this over here, the full beach. I'm telling you now, when me and wifey and the kids go to the beach, we most certainly will be looking for the uncrowded beach, and we're distancing still. We don't want nobody within 20 yards of us, left or right. Period. Period. Because our kids are still young. They can't even get vaccinated. So we still got to be very careful with them. And yeah, small outdoor gatherings at a restaurant looks like it's okay if you are fully vaccinated. So this is still, this is fantastic news, I think, overall. I'm going to jump right on ahead to my next topic. And this next topic is wokeness. What is wokeness? You hear people throwing the term around all the time and talking about this one is woke, that one is woke. Sometimes it's meant in a derogatory way, like when Republicans and conservatives, people on the right talk about us and our wokeness, it's meant as a slam against us. Wokeness is a state of mind. It's a state of awareness that peeps you to the fact that there are people who are disadvantaged. There are people who are victims of a racist system that must be toppled or revised. Most likely has to be toppled. Wokeness. Wokeness is being sensitive to the use of harmful language. Yeah? There's nothing wrong with wokeness. There's nothing wrong with it. It can be a powerful tool meant to help change society, to help improve society for members of our population that are disadvantaged, that are disenfranchised. It can be a very, very powerful tool. Excuse me. And it encompasses the need to search for more knowledge, understanding, and truth in order to challenge injustice. This was the definition I looked up. I wanted to make sure I get it right. Yeah, because wokeness is actually a big issue in our party. And, it's also on the right, but it's a different kind of thing. I thought about this today because there was an article that came out in which before I move on to James Carville here, this dude, wokeness isn't great for everybody. So people on the right, like this guy talked about a few nights ago, he was upset because Disney's wokeness impinged upon his ability to lose himself in the immersion of fantasy that is Disney. He wants to ignore the fact that there are people of different walks of life that exist amongst us. But somebody just mentioned Barack Obama. Let's see who mentioned that. It says, hold on. Damn it, who mentioned Barack Obama? Anyway, you mentioned Barack Obama and you were correct because, even President Obama had some statements to make. Look at what I just did there, yeah? Even President Obama had some statements to make about wokeness, and he was kind of critical of it. He was critical. He wasn't saying to do completely away with it. I was the Trump Reaper. Thank you, Trump Reaper. he gave a speech at the Obama Foundation Summit in 2019. Let's see. And he said, this idea of purity and you're never compromised and you're always politically woke and all that stuff, you should get over that quickly. The world is messy. There are ambiguities. People who do really good stuff have flaws. Like if I tweet or hashtag about how you didn't do something right or used the wrong verb, then I can sit back and feel pretty good about myself because, man, you see how woke I was? I called you out. Yeah, so that wasn't a great Obama impression. I tried. But, his point is people are using wokeness to get cred points for themselves, huh? You call somebody else out on social media, you attempt to cancel them, and now you're weaponizing wokeness, and that is not the intent of wokeness. It's not meant to be a weapon against people on our own side. There's some people who have good intentions who don't know the proper terminology, who don't know the difference between genders. The people are just learning this stuff. See, so James Carville was interviewed for an article in Vox, Vox, and James Carville is a Democratic strategist, whatever. He's a Democratic smart guy, and his feeling is that wokeness can completely undermine the efforts of the Democratic Party. It can make it difficult for us to reach out to other voters. And when I say other voters, I'm not talking about Republicans. There are plenty of people in our own party who do not exist in the far, far, far left, of wokeness. They don't. They're not perfect. They don't know what's right and what's wrong. So what do we do? If you're woke, you have to be patient. Yeah, good point. Tracy M is pointing out James Carville's wife is a conservative. That's a very strange marriage to me. They're both on different sides of the divide. Didn't the right invent the term anyway? Lee Saunders wants to know. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. But I think Mr. Carville makes some very good points about wokeness. Like, who are we trying to reach? Are we just trying to reach other people in our own little bubble? Because people outside of the bubble are not familiar with the jargon. Here he says, I'm going to just read you what he says. He says, wokeness is a problem, and we all know it. We have to talk about race. We should talk about racial injustice. What I'm saying is we need to do it without using jargony language that's unrecognizable to most people, including black people, by the way, because it signals that you're trying to talk around them. This too cool for school shit doesn't work, and we have to stop it. So jargony, when he says jargony, he's talking about things like, check your privilege, problematic, systemic oppression, toxic masculinity. Here's another thing. Our messaging in the Democratic Party, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Because when people talk about abolish the police, don't nobody want to abolish the police. Really. When you call 911 because somebody is trying to break into your house, we got buffering here. Melanie Schofield says, oh no, buffering. When you call the cops because someone's trying to break into your house, myself included, I want somebody to be able to come and apprehend the criminal. I don't necessarily want them to kill them. I just want them to remove the threat from my premises. Remove the threat. So you can't do that if you abolish the police. Somebody has got to, you know, enforce the law. We just don't want to. We don't want to be killed like that guy Isaiah Brown who was shot 10 times. He somehow survived being shot that many times, but he was on the phone with 911 when they called him. So, in that instance, wokeness means that you are aware of these injustices that exist between the black community and the police, and you are pushing forward to try to resolve it. Look at this picture here with this lady holding up a sign saying, "Wake up, white America." Our strongest advocates in the fight against racial injustice are white people. Strongest advocates, because white people can talk to other white people in a way that black people cannot. Cannot. Because a black person is confronting a white person on racism and they immediately get their back up and they get defensive. And then all of a sudden they're just defending, they're just saying, "I'm not racist, I'm not racist, I'm not racist," you know. But a white person, if it's going from white person to white person, they can have that discussion and they still will be a little bit defensive, but it's kind of easier to break through. You know, if they can see somebody who looks just like them is trying to connect with them on a level that they can understand. But I think, personally, I think wokeness can be very good. I think it is essential when used as a tool, when we don't get to go too overboard with it, especially, you know, in those circular firing squad things. I can't tell you how many times I've been pulled up on Twitter because I'll post something, you know, and everything I post is always with the best of intentions. I'm not looking to step on anyone. I'm not looking to disrespect or malign or insult anyone except for trolls. Trolls and jackasses on the right, I am all in for the insults and disrespect. But, you know, people who are at disadvantaged groups, yeah, I'm never looking to do that. And I get pulled up all the time. You shouldn't use that. You should do da, da, da. Don't use the word shiro. One time I tweeted, I said so and so, some woman is a shiro, because I had seen other women using that. No, 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 you can't say shiro. Okay, got you. Okay, fine. I'll say hero. And then I say hero, and somebody's like, "You should call her Shiro." I can't win. Some of these battles you just can't win. But overall, the intent for wokeness is a good thing. And we can't let the right use that against us as a weapon. And nor should we be using our own wokeness as a weapon. We should be using it as a tool to enact change. This comic here, this cartoon, it says "Amen" and "a woman," and the person on the side says "a moron." That's gender neutral. You know, sometimes we get carried away with the wokeness. The thing about Potato Head, Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head now being gender neutral, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that, because people, I am learning. I am learning. People who are non-binary, people who do not identify with a male or female gender, they're non-binary, they deserve to see themselves reflected in the toys that they play with. Absolutely. It doesn't cost anything to make a gender neutral toys. You know, they're not eliminating the other toys. They're just adding this as an option, just the same way they added a black Barbie doll. And I always thought that Barbie dolls were ridiculous. You know, the way they portray women as objects. I thought they was a ridiculous toy, but whatever, you know. Black Barbie dolls is good. That's some more equality, you know. Excuse me. So at the end of the day, we need wokeness. The wokeness is our superpower. It's our superpower. It is what separates us from the right. The right doesn't give a shit about the LGBT community. Yeah? They don't give a shit about black people being shot, in the streets or in their cars or in their homes. They don't give a shit about those things. Somebody's got to, and that's us. But we have to be responsible in how we deploy that wokeness. And that's my piece on wokeness. Stay woke, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now that I have sermonized you all on wokeness, I see the Trump Reaper say we need a different name than wokeness. I like that. That's basically reclaiming it. If wokeness is more of a if it's more of an insult, yeah, we should come up with our own term that is less derogatory. Okay, so now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the TV tunes. If you are new to the show, if this is your first time here, what we like to do every once in a while is dig back in our memory banks and try to guess the name of the TV show that Brooklyn Dad is humming or singing. If the lyrics, if sometimes it's just a song that has no lyrics, it's just instrumental, then I'll hum it. And if it has lyrics, then I will sing it. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. All right, I'm gonna start off with what I believe may be an easy one. This is a show that I'll admit I did not watch this, but it's very popular. You ready? Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. All right, let's see the first 5 responses. Thank you for being a friend. Here we go. Okay, we got Catlini is first. You must have like some really fast internet because you're like frequently first. Sheila Bird. Catlini, Sheila Bird, Jamie from Wisconsin, Charlie 3 Delta, Susie Bruce. What? No. You guys guessed correctly with the Golden Girls. Susie B and Michelle said Friends. Nope. Amanda Crawford says the Golden Girls, and the Synth Fan says the Golden Girls. You guys are correct. Starring Betty White, the lady who played Maud. What was her name? Can't remember, but she's awesome. All of them. Excellent comedians and actresses. All right. Next up, this one has no lyrics. It is just a melody. So listen carefully. B author. Thank you. It was B author. Thank you. That was Maud. B author. Next one, no lyrics, just tune. Da na 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 da na da na 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 da na na da na 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 da na 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 na. There we go. Yes. Okay. So we got Sheila Bird, Catlini, Lee Saunders, Trump Reaper, Kimini, and Lisa Hathaway correctly guessing Little House on the Prairie. Fun fact, Laura Ingalls, a.k.a. Melissa Gilbert, does follow BDD on the Twitter. That's a fun fact. It's fun. Yeah, it's really fun. Okay, next up. This one. This is also an easy one, too. Very easy. This is just going to depend on the speed of your internet connection. Dun, dun 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 da 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 da. Yes. Okay, we have Ness from Connecticut, Charlie 3 Delta, Lee Saunders, Stella Baxter, the Trump Reaper, Samantha Hawkins, Marty, Sylvia Correa, Eponymous George, Monique Lee. You guys all guessed correctly. Mission Impossible. Some other guesses were Hawaii Five-O, and I get it because that was also a very dynamic tune. I did play that one in the other show. Hawaii Five-O was dun 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 dun. That was Hawaii Five-O. I do know my tunes. Okay, this next one. This one's old. It might be tough, but you guys are very good. Yes, Leonard Nimoy was in Mission Impossible. He was great. He's great in everything. Okay, this next one. You ready? This one has lyrics. Here we come, walking down the street. We get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. And people say we monkey around. We're too busy singing to put anybody down. Doom, 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 doom. Correctamundo, we got Sheila Bird, Hilda Baiza. Hey, Hilda, you jumped in finally. Good. Wilbur said, I spy. Not the close. Deb B, Catlini, Cindy C, Cat North, Cha Cha from Seattle, Karen Purdy, Debbie, Victorina. Yes, you guys are correct. Very good. Next up, this one also has lyrics. Are you ready? Oh, Misha Oliver says she was first. I didn't see yours first, but I will take your word for it. The monkeys were fun. They were hilarious. You guys ready? I got the next one. This is the next one. This is it, this is it, this is life, the one you get, so go and have a ball. This is it, straight ahead, and rest assured, get it should all. So while you're here doing the do, keep on doing what you do. Ha! There we go. Monique says, I missed her. I got you, Monique. I got you. Catlini is first with her guess for One Day at a Time, followed by Monique the Trump Reaper, Kathy, Baroness Fahrenheit. Oh, I gotta see some other guests. You're saying Facts of Life. It is kind of similar to the Facts of Life, yeah. Jen Murphy, Tracy M. Let's see. Misha, Lisa Hathaway. Yes, you guys all got it. Very good. Excuse me. Just so you know, I'm not going to read. That was a burp. I'm not going to read everybody's names, just like the first 5 or 8 or so. Schneider the Super. Yes, that dude was funny. He tried to get jiggy with the mom. Yes, Sin Fan. Same Schneider. Okay, I got the next one. You guys ready? Hello World is a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy. A whole lot of loving is what we'll be bringing to make you happy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. We had a dream that you traveled together. All right, so we got Misha Oliver is first up, correctly guessing partridge. Sheila Bird says partridge. Kimini says partridge. Baroness Fahrenheit, Synthfan, Amanda Crawford, Trump Reaper, Samantha Hawkins, Monique, Natalie B, Tracy, Marie M. You guys, you were on it. I wasn't fooling anybody in this crowd. All right, let's see. Now, this next one makes me feel silly now that I think about it, because this next one, you're going to get it in. You're going to get it in 5 words. Okay? Here we go. Well, we're moving on up. That's all I'm giving you, because come on, that one, it's iconic. Uh, okay, we got some guesses here. To the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Yes, so we got Sheila Bird, Kathleen, Kimini, Tina G, Natalie. Wait, no, not Natalie. Samantha Hawkins, Baroness Fahrenheit, Susie Brizuela, Synth Fan, Watcher Soko, Cindy C, Alaska Cindy. Alaska Cindy said, the Heffersons. I will give you credit for that. The Heffersons. Okay. And all right, this last one, this has no lyrics. Actually, it does has lyrics, but I can't sing the lyrics because then it will be obvious right away. So I'm going to hum the tune or whatever. You ready? Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Mike Henry is first out the gate with the Flintstones, followed by Kat Leaney, Samantha Hawkins, Baroness Fahrenheit. You were so close, but you were about 1,000,000 light years ahead. Misha Oliver, the Trump Reaper, Synth Fan, Wilbur McCarthy, Gavin Rutherford, Susie Brizuela, Debbie, Liz Krill, Gary Montero, Kathleen Cross, Marie. Yes, you guys all got it. It is Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a place right out of his story. And look at the top of that picture there. You guys know who that is? A bonus. The little green fella. Anybody guess? Anybody know who knows that is? Anybody? That was the great something. The great something. Yes, the great Gazoo. Kazoo. Yeah. Correctamundo. No, it was not Astro Boy. Kazoo. I will also accept kazoo, except kazoo is a musical instrument that is very funny sounding. All right, last but not least, guys, I see I have run a little bit over time. It is time for that is it for this segment of the TV show theme songs. We're gonna keep doing these until I run out, and then at some point I'm going to switch it up, and we're gonna do some name that tune for 80s songs. 80s. So if you guys want to get down with the get down, you might want to listen, refresh your memory, tell Alexa to play 80s music so you'll be on point for the game. All right. It is now time for You Raggedy Bish. Yes, and today's You Raggedy Bish, I'm sure by now you guys have seen the bit last night where Tucker Carlson exposed some more just ridiculous ignorance to his audience. And yeah, no, we're not watching Tucker, not willingly anyway. We see it, by osmosis through Twitter or Facebook or whatever. We see the clips and we get outraged, but he's sharing this with his millions of viewers and telling them why they not only should not wear a mask, but they should confront and harass people who are wearing a mask.
We did give in. This grotesque version of Halloween went on for more than a year, and it's still going on. Not even Tony Fauci still pretends that masks are medically necessary. Instead, masks are purely a sign of political obedience, like Kim Il-sung pins in Pyongyang. We wear them because we have to. The only people who wear masks voluntarily outside are zealots and neurotics. How neurotic are they? Well, we know. A Pew survey from last March found that 64% of white Americans who classify themselves as liberal or very liberal have been diagnosed with an actual mental health condition. And you see them everywhere when you walk down the street in any major city. If you dare to go on foot from Union Station to the Capitol, for example, in Washington without wearing a mask, angry Biden voters will snort at you in judgment. How could you? They're saying from behind the gauze. How could you? That's the question we should be asking of them in return. The rest of us should be snorting at them first. They're the aggressors. It's our job to brush them back and restore the society we were born in. So the next time you see someone in a mask on the sidewalk or on the bike path, do not hesitate. Ask politely but firmly, would you please take off your mask? Science shows there is no reason for you to be wearing it. Your mask is making me uncomfortable. We should do that, and we should keep doing it until wearing a mask outside is roughly as socially accepted as lighting a Marlboro in an elevator. It's repulsive. Don't do it around other people. That's the message we should send because it's true. As for forcing children to wear masks outside, that should be illegal. Your response when you see children wearing masks as they play should be no different from your response to seeing someone beat a kid in Walmart. Call the police immediately. Contact Child Protective Services. Keep calling until someone arrives. What you're looking at is abuse. It's child abuse, and you are morally obligated to attempt to prevent it. If it's your own children being abused, then act accordingly. Let's say your kid's school emailed you to announce that every day after lunch, your sixth grader was going to get punched in the face by a teacher. How would you respond to that? That's precisely how you should respond when they tell you that your kids have to wear masks on the soccer field. That is unacceptable, it is dangerous, and we should act like it, because it is. But too few of us have responded like that.
That's unreal. It's unreal. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, it is so difficult for us to free ourselves of the pandemic, to put some distance between 580,000 dead and recovering our society, because jackasses like Tucker Carlson say with a straight face to his millions of idiot viewers that we're the crazy ones, that having a child wear a mask is akin to abuse, where it is clearly not the case. He says science proves that you don't have to wear a mask, and that's the opposite of what science is saying. But he says it with a straight face and with such confidence and surety that, well, he must be telling the truth. But the problem is he's not telling the truth, and he's not required to. And when Fox News was sued because of his bullshit, their excuse was, well, no reasonable person can be expected to believe the things that Tucker Carlson says. That is their defense against the lawsuit. So if that's the case, they should be required to have that as a disclaimer when he is on the air at all times. Sickening. Here's a tweet from Jason Overstreet who says, "Do not shut up about Tucker Carlson. That motherfucker just put my nephews in harm's way for wearing a mask. All of our babies." Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like, do I talk about this guy too much? But no, I don't. Here's a tweet from Duty to Warn. It says, "I'm not above believing in coincidences on occasion, but it certainly seems as though Tucker Carlson's ratcheting up his own personal form of crazy happened right after the moment suggested on TV that Carlson met a woman involved in his recent sex allegation controversy." Yeah, you know what? It seems like a coincidence, but yeah, no. That's very interesting to me because he did seem to ratchet up the crazy. You know, he's been a you raggedy bitch on this show a lot more frequently ever since that happened. So this one here is a tweet by Lindy Lee who says, this is funny, says, "Even if fully vaccinated, the CDC recommends staying at least 6,000 feet away from Tucker Carlson, Matt Gaetz, Roger Stone, all Trumps but Mary, and affiliated scumbags. This guidance does not expire." This is great. This is great. So yeah, the reaction to Tucker Carlson's nonsense is pretty consistent, and my concern is he is doing this intentionally to ramp up his profile amongst conservatives, because since Trump is no longer on Twitter, you know, the left is lacking a consistent target to shout outrage at on the right, a consistent one. And Tucker Carlson is a consistent target. And the fact that he is a consistent target, that boosts him, that boosts his profile. So we're kind of caught in a catch-22 here, because if we ignore him, then, you know, if we don't say anything to denounce his ridiculous ways, then he just gets to say it. He just gets a freebie, and he just gets to pass those lies off as real. So, you know, I was tweeting about the fairness doctrine today, and, you know, people push back and they say, "Oh, well, the fairness doctrine's not going to work because it's antiquated and it's going to, you know, silence real voices." Well, then it just needs to be updated. The fairness doctrine has to be updated. Something has to be done. It can't be legal. Just the same way it's not legal to yell fire in a crowded movie theater, it cannot be legal to yell fire in front of millions of viewers. It can't. Something has to be done. We can't, like, you know, we're sitting here with, you know, like we've got our hands tied. What the fuck? There's got to be some order to this shit. You know what? They don't let people curse on TV. They don't let them drop F-bombs. There's got to be some kind of requirement for people to share the truth. That's it. I see that my time is way over time. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I you know what's funny? This show, I swear to God, every day, wifey asks me, she's like, "How's it going?" I'm like, "Man, I got nothing." I got no content. I got nothing. And then, like, 5 minutes before the show starts, I'm like, "Holy shit, I have too much." So yeah, I'm skipping the reading of the littlest president because it's dinner time. That's what it is. You guys know the story anyway, but I do want to answer some questions for you, so I will take like this many questions, please, because I love to answer questions that you have. Sylvia Correa says, sorry guys, but I'm really sleepy. It must be late over there in Portugal. What time is it, Sylvia, over there? Sylvia Correa, what time is it? She's saying, have a good night. Bye. She's leaving. Victorina, thank you. Thank you for the compliment of my content. Lisa Hathaway wants to know what's for dinner. Today is Tuesday, so likely it is salad because we do salad on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let's see. Bon appetit, Liz Krill. Thank you very much. Oh, Lee Saunders says it's just after midnight, same as the UK. Holy cow. So Lee and Sylvia, everybody who's over there in Europe, thank you so much for staying up for my show. It's fantastic. I love it so much. Let's see. Yeah, so it's so funny. Every day, every single day, I got nothing. 1 a.m. in Europe. Wow. Okay. Cindy says, Cindy C is asking, did we learn nothing from January 6th? Why is FBI allowing fucker to incite the base? This is an excellent question. I'm not sure that it falls under the purview of the FBI as much as it should be the FCC, I would think. Seriously. Whoever's in charge of the FCC, they've got to lay down some new laws that, that require them to at least have text. If their legal argument is going to be no reasonable person would believe anything that comes out of Tucker Carlson's mouth, they should have that text on the screen when he's on air at all times. Period. Misha Oliver wants to know, am I still watching The Nevers? Indeed I am. Yes, we're all caught up on The Nevers. Great show. Great show. I love it so much. Let's see. Scribble My Dibbles wants to know, have you seen Godfather of Harlem yet? I have not. Are you recommending that? Because then you Scribble My Dibbles, guys. She's given me some excellent recommendations over the years. And so Godfather of Harlem, I'm adding that to the list. Where is that? Where am I streaming that? I need to know. Star Shoemate wants to know, instead of complaining about Tucker, what can we do to get rid of him? So, excellent question. There is an account on Twitter that consistently posts tweets that show the sponsors on Fox News, and it's Secret Agent Number 6, and his actual his thing is Designation 6, SIX 6. Designation 6 frequently posts these tweets that list all of the Fox News sponsors. So retweet him as much as possible and get your friends to retweet him also, because those lists, they don't want that negative attention. They don't. Gavin Rutherford says BDD Republicans will always give you stuff to talk about. This is true. Sadly, it is true. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for another wonderful episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad. Before I forget, please remember to hit that like button on your way to wherever it is you go after the show. And remember to please wear your masks. Still wear them until you don't have to anymore. You know the deal. We covered it in the show. Wear your gloves. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. Six feet or better, and have a have a lovely, relaxing evening. I'll see you guys here tomorrow on my birthday, right? Same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Hey! Oh, you showed Medals of Metal Soft '09? The troll showed up all the way at the end to say, fuck your evening. How nice of you. But you need to leave. I wonder, was he lurking the whole time? Thank you, Sheila. My lungs are feeling good, and the Trump Reaper zapped that troll. Nicely done. Well done. These moderators are something else, huh? They are wonderful. Hey! Synth fan, you are welcome. I love doing the game. I love it. Oh, RJ wants to know, why do I call Mama Nick 19 Scribble My Dibbles? Fun story. She had sent me a letter once, and at the end of the letter, she signed off and wrote doodles. Doodle, right? Wait. Yeah. Doodle as in like derivative of dude, right? But when she wrote that, I thought, oh, okay, she's calling me Doodle, so I'll call her Scribble. And hence Scribble My Dibble was created. Hey! I got you, Karen Purdy. I will do it. Welcome. Guys, thank you so much. Wonderful show. I appreciate you guys every show. But now you know it's time. You need to leave.